The 13th day of the Kurukshetra war began with ominous tension hanging over the battlefield. The air was heavy with the smell of blood and dust from 12 days of relentless fighting. On this day, the Kauravas prepared a strategy that promised devastation. Their leader, Drona, designed the formidable Chakravyuha, a formation so intricate and lethal that even the gods would struggle to breach it. At the heart of the Kaurava strategy was their desire to capture Yudhishthira, the eldest Pandava. His capture would ensure the collapse of the Pandava resistance, but the Pandavas were not ready to give up. Despite Arjuna's absence, forced to battle the Samshaktakas far from the main fight, they sought a solution to break the formation. Among the Pandavas stood Abhimanyu, a young warrior of just 16 years. He possessed the skill and courage to challenge the impossible. Though he knew how to enter the Chakravyuha, he admitted he did not know how to exit. Yet Abhimanyu chose to lead the charge. His decision would shape the course of the day and the war itself. The Chakravyuha was a masterpiece of war strategy. It spiraled inward like a maze, with layers of chariots, elephants, and soldiers revolving in perfect coordination. Each layer was protected by the Kauravas' finest warriors, with Drona commanding the outer defences and Duryodhana secured at its center. The Pandavas, lacking Arjuna's expertise, were without a counter formation. Yudhishthira reluctantly placed his faith in Abhimanyu, trusting the young warrior to break through the formation's outer walls. Bhima and other Pandava warriors promised to follow and support him, but unknown to them, the Kauravas had a plan to block their path. Abhimanyu surged forward, his arrows flying with precision. His attacks shattered chariots and pierced armor. Warriors screamed as his shafts struck with deadly accuracy. Drona, watching from a distance, was astonished. He remarked that Abhimanyu fought with the same ferocity as Arjuna. Duryodhana's son Lakshmana stepped forward to confront Abhimanyu. The young prince fought bravely but was outmatched. With a single arrow, Abhimanyu struck Lakshmana's chest, killing him instantly. Duryodhana's anguished cry echoed across the battlefield, but his grief soon turned to fury. As Abhimanyu passed deeper into the formation, the Pandavas attempted to follow, but Jayadratha, empowered by a boon from Lord Shiva, single-handedly held them back. Yudhishthira, Bhima, and Satyaki tried repeatedly to break through, but Jayadratha's defense was unyielding. Separated from their support, Abhimanyu faced the Kaurava forces alone. Inside the Chakravyuha, Karna challenged Abhimanyu. Their arrows collided in midair, creating a deafening sound. Karna unleashed a storm of attacks, but Abhimanyu countered each one of them with precision. Eventually, Karna was forced to retreat, bloodied and humiliated. Abhimanyu continued to devastate the Kaurava forces, killing soldiers, shattering chariots, and toppling elephants. His valor inspired awe among both armies. Drona admitted that no warrior apart from Arjuna could match the young hero's skill. The Kauravas, realizing they could not defeat Abhimanyu in a fair fight, resorted to deception. Drona coordinated an attack that involved multiple warriors surrounding Abhimanyu simultaneously. Karna severed his bow, Kritavarma killed his horses, and Kripa struck down his charioteers. Despite losing his chariot, Abhimanyu grabbed a sword and shield. He charged at the Kaurava soldiers, cutting through their ranks with unmatched determination. But his sword was eventually broken by Drona and his shield was shattered by Karna. Unarmed and surrounded, Abhimanyu lifted the wheel of a broken chariot and used it as a weapon. Bloodied and exhausted, he swung the wheel with ferocity, keeping the Kaurava warriors at bay. His roars echoed across the battlefield, but his strength began to wane. Dushasana's son delivered the final blow. As Abhimanyu fell, the Kaurava warriors surrounded his lifeless body, celebrating their hollow victory. The Pandavas, still blocked by Jayadratha, could only watch helplessly. Yudhishthira blamed himself for sending Abhimanyu into the formation. Bhima and Satyaki vowed vengeance, their sorrow transforming into burning rage. When Arjuna returned from his battle with the Samshaktakas, he was met with silence. The absence of his son struck him immediately. He asked Yudhishthira, Where is Abhimanyu? Why don't I see him waiting to greet me? Yudhishthira, overcome with guilt, explained what had happened. He recounted Abhimanyu's courage, his unmatched skill, and the treachery that led to his death. With every word, Arjuna's grief deepened. He collapsed to the ground, his tears soaking the earth. But his sorrow quickly turned to fury. Arjuna stood and made a solemn vow. I swear by my bow, Kandiva, and by my life as a warrior that I will kill Jayadratha, the man who prevented us from saving Abhimanyu. By sunset tomorrow, his head will fall to the ground. If I fail, I will enter the fire and end my life. Arjuna's vow sent shockwaves through both armies. Krishna, standing beside him, promised his unwavering support. He reminded Arjuna that the task ahead would be difficult but not impossible. Together, they began to plan for the next day's battle. Let us understand the tactical adjustment and developments of the day. The Kauravas, fearing Arjuna's wrath, prepared to defend Jayadratha at all cost. Drona placed him at the center of a multi-layered defensive formation, surrounded by their best warriors. The Pandavas, fueled by their grief and rage, rallied around Arjuna. Abhimanyu's sacrifice inspired them to fight with renewed determination. Krishna's guidance ensured that the Pandava strategy would target the weaknesses in the Kaurava defenses. Day 13 ended with the Kauravas celebrating their victory and the Pandavas mourning their loss. The death of Abhimanyu left a void in the Pandava camp that could not be filled. Yet his sacrifice ignited a fire within them, a fire that promised to bring justice to the fallen warrior. As the night fell, Arjuna's woe echoed across the battlefield. The stage was set for a reckoning, and all of Kurukshetra waited to witness the wrath of a father consumed by grief and vengeance.